Good morning. It is Tuesday morning, and I'm thinking about tomorrow night's midweek Lenten service. And what I'm going to do is get rid of these pop-ups so I can see myself. Tomorrow night's gospel is from Mark 2, and you'll recognize this. And it says, re- when he returned to Capernaum after some days, it was reported that he was at home. So many gathered around there that there was no longer room for them, not even in front of the door. And he was speaking the word to them. Then some people came, bringing to him a paralyzed man, carried by four of them. And when they could not bring him to Jesus because of the crowd, they removed the roof above him, and after having dug through it, they let down the mat on which the paralytic lay. When Jesus saw their faith, he said to the paralytic, "Son, your sins are forgiven." Now, some of the scribes were sitting there, questioning in their hearts, "Why does this fellow speak in this way? It is blasphemy. Who can forgive sins but God alone?" At once Jesus perceived in his spirit that they were discussing these questions among themselves. And he said to them, "Why do you raise such questions in your heart? Which is easier to say to the paralytic, 'Your sins are forgiven,' or to say, 'Stand up and take your mat and walk?' But so that you may know that the Son of Man has authority on earth to forgive sins." He said to the paralytic, "I say to you, stand up, take your mat, and go to your home." And he stood up and immediately took the mat and went out before all of them, so that they were all amazed and glorified God, saying, "We have never seen anything like this." I find this interesting that Jesus, his instinct, and if he hadn't have heard the perception in their hearts of the blasphemy that they were considering, if he would just left it and say, your sins are forgiven, he'd left it at that. And now, why wouldn't he say right away, "Get up and walk"? Why wouldn't he heal him right away? Maybe, Jesus sees people as being whole as they are. Maybe, we consider someone, maybe we do this, consider someone who's blind or deaf or can't walk or what have you, that they're incomplete, not whole people, that they need to be able to see in order to be whole, that they need to be able to walk in order to be whole. And Jesus just simply met the person where they're at. Maybe would never walk again, but he is still whole in Jesus's eyes. And we find that the faith of the people, and that's what Jesus is looking for. He's looking for people to have the kind of faith where they say Jesus can do all things. Now, if we just let him do the things, we'll bring. We care enough about this person. We're going to make it happen to have Jesus meet with this person and heal him if you can. That's what we're looking for. And Jesus heals the man in a different kind of way. And then and after the scribes, he decides that to show them that he is God, he will heal him physically as well, and so he does. Um, but how often do we look for the healing that we want and not the healing Jesus gives? And do we recognize that? Anyway, just some things to think about for tomorrow night. And I'll post this verse on the Facebook page as well. And I'll go ahead and put it on the website too. So peace, and I'll see some of you tomorrow. Remember to sign up with Linda for tomorrow night's service at 6:30. All right, peace.